So, how's the market? Is it crashing? You probably have been hearing all kinds of crazy things, a lot of sometimes misinformation, sometimes overly hyped negative information.
Today we want to talk about the market.
And let's get real, can we?
Let's get real, because if we've heard once, we've heard 100 times. We're waiting for the market.
Since 2022, when the Fed first raised the interest rates, we have been hearing people say they're waiting for the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to show you today that in our greater Orlando area, we have really been holding mostly steady. If anything, year over year, just a little bit down. So let's jump to the screen and take a quick look. This is kind of the general area in the Orlando area. Here in Winter Garden, let's just look at Zillow's housing market, and we have an average sale price of $570,000.
$570,000.
It's telling us that it's down 4% over the past year. Yes, it is down. If we take a look at this chart, you can see in most of these towns, when we take a look at this,
so you're
going to see this spike
right
between 2020 and 2022. It goes up quite a bit. So it goes up in Winter Garden from an average of 365 in November of 2019 to 577 in August of 22. And between August of 22, when the market started to fade a little bit, right? Let's say September of 22, 576. And today, in September 22 or August of 2025, we're at 570.
Right.
3 years, and the average price has gone down $6,000.
Right. So,
and in that time, it even went up for a little bit. It went up to 596. So it's just been riding the cycle like most of the economy.
And part of the reason we want to talk about this is because my biggest regret is that we didn't move soon enough. Like, my only regret was that it took so long. And so when people are saying to us that they're waiting for the crash, they're waiting for it to crash. Or isn't
the market falling apart? Isn't Florida going to crash?
Yeah, and it makes me fear that they're going to be waiting so long for this market to crash that might not come.
It might not happen.
They're going to end up with the same regret.
And we're staying. It's really been plateaued, and we'll show you here, Clermont.
So here we are in Clermont.
428,000 average price. It's down 3.7 over the past year. 3.7 is not a lot.
Right.
Right.
No.
And so here we're looking. If you look at our chart, look at that spike once again. Right between May of 2020. So the pandemic really hit in March of 2020. Average sale price was $287.
Right.
And in 2 years, by the peak in, let's say, April, June, August of 2022, we went up to 440. So we're looking at 289 to 440 in 2 years.
Right.
And now for the past 3 years, August of 2022, it's down and then it's up. And then it's down, but not like massively down.
Not like huge down.
We're not seeing this kind of a big swing. We're seeing mostly flat, right? So September of 2022, average price $440,000. August of 2025, $431,000.
Right.
A very modest drop. And so not crashing in Clermont, not crashing in Winter Garden. Let's take a look at Lake Nona, very popular area. $597,000 is your average home price. It's down 3.1%. That 3 to 4% seems to be
what it's going to be.
What we're seeing all around Orlando. And look at that. Sometimes it's wild to think of the spike. And a lot of times we have people that want to move to the area and they still think it's these prices from 2019 or 2020. And they think, oh, it's just overinflated. That can't be real. It's going to come back to earth. Why? Why would it come back to earth? The demand is still high.
Yes.
We still have about 900 people a day moving to Florida. It's unbelievable, and the demand keeps coming. So look at this. In August of 2020, average sale price in Lake Nona was $412. In August of 2022, $614,000. Well, let's see, August of 2024, $617. And here we are, August of 25, $597. So we're looking at $617 to $597. We're looking at a $20,000 average difference over the past year. we're not seeing, that's not a big spike downward. That's a flat. That's a plateau. Dr. Phillips, another very popular area, it's going to hold its value, 2.4%, down 2.4%.
I feel like the closer you come in towards Orlando, you're not going to see that big of a dip, I think.
Now, obviously, they had a huge appreciation jump here, and same as everywhere. And starting in 2020, $355 average price in Dr. Phillips, up to $509 in 2022, and then look at that.
They went up again.
It went up again for 2024 to $551.
Wow.
So 2022, $512. Everybody thought it's going to crash in 2022, and 2 years later, it's up. Now we've dipped just slightly over the past year from August of 24 at $550 to August of 25 at $537.
Yeah.
A $13,000 in average sale price. So is it crashing?
No.
No. If you're looking for the crash, please stop. Let us help you. Let's be real. Davenport, very tourist driven area, down 5%. Maybe that makes sense just because the tourism has maybe peaked a little bit, but not a lot. I mean, we're looking at the difference of 382 in August of 2022.
Tourism isn't going to peak. Tourism's always going to be there.
It's always going to be there.
People are always coming.
349. So 382, 383 to 351 in, or let's see, 349.
What's so interesting to me too, as when you're saying this market, and this is maybe a whole nother video, but when you were at like Lake Nona, there were 5 new listings. When you went to Dr. Phillips area, it was like 12 new listings. This one says 293 new listings. 293
new listings and a total of 2,000 on the market.
Yeah.
So inventory, supply and demand obviously drives the economics here.
Right.
And that's what we're looking at.
Right. So interesting.
Let's go to Mount Dora. Mount Dora has stayed hot. It's maybe even gotten better. It's down 1.7%.
Yeah.
A modest 1.7%.
Mount Dora, I think, will always hold its value.
So 256 homes for sale in Mount Dora. Yeah. Currently 58 new listings in August. We're looking, obviously, we had a big spike in 2020.
Yep.
270,000 up to 390,000. From 2022, 395. And today, in August, end of August 2025, 390. Yeah. 395 to 390 in 3 years.
So if you're waiting for them to come down,
stop.
You're missing out.
Well, it's just not going to change much, right? So if your plans are dependent on whether the market tanks, it may not tank. Can we predict what's going to happen?
No. Can anyone predict?
Can anyone predict what's going to happen?
What's going to happen? No.
There's so many different things happening in the world. What's going to impact the economy? What's going to happen to the stock market? What's going to happen to real estate? You probably have seen YouTube videos. You're searching around and you're seeing people say, it's crashing.
Yes.
A 1.7% drop in a year does not seem to be a crash.
No.
I wouldn't consider that a crash. And I don't see a very precipitous trend downward, right? And we're looking at 3 years. In fact, our brokerage, the chairman of our brokerage is expecting a boom over the next 18 to 24 months. Oviedo, one of the best schools in Central Florida.
Because Oviedo is a very hot. People are flocking to Oviedo. They have the best schools. It's rated really high in the state. Just a great place to raise your family.
So median sale price, $532. We're looking at the average home price of $504,000, basically $505,000, down 2.7% over the past year. 2.7%. So again, we're looking right. If you were smart enough to come down prior to the pandemic, you could have gotten a house for $322.
Right.
Now the average price we're looking at $504. So yes, if you were expecting to make the move to find a house for $300,000, that was 6 years ago. And they haven't been there since 2022. It started to run up in 2021. And it's been going strong. And so if you're interested in moving to Central Florida, you're trying to figure out what community to go to, we want to help you. We're Jim and Lynda Lloyd. We're a Horizon West husband and wife real estate team.
If you have any questions about the market or about anything, put it in the comments. Give us a call. We would love to talk to you. Jim loves doing research and talking numbers. So
yeah. Love doing the research. And if you're not sure which of these communities works for you, we have a quiz. Click on a link in the description below and answer a few questions. We'll make some recommendations based on those results of what seems to work for your lifestyle and what you're looking for. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.